My name is Christian and I have been on the NoFap journey for over 2 years currently, and in this video I'm gonna basically compress the most 5 important hacks that allowed me to stay motivated and overcome this addiction in just short few months. So, what did I exactly do? Number 1, I was present in the moment. If you are not present in the moment, my friend, you will not succeed in anything inside life. You see, there is this one very good quote inside the meditation app that I'm currently using. It says, if you live in the past, you will basically be depressed. If you live in the future, you will be anxious. But if you live in the present moment, only then you will be at peace. And it makes perfect sense. If you really think about the past, what are you currently doing? You're just wasting time. Can you really change anything about it? Well, unless you have some superpower to actually rewind time, fair enough. But most likely, you're just a human like I am. So you can't change anything. The only thing that you can do is learn from it and just let it go. Just let those stuff go. You don't need them. So now that we move on from the past, most people are stuck now thinking about the future. Oh, what should I do? What if this happens? What if that happens? Man. And they are still worried. They now feel anxious because of the future. They only think about some outcomes inside the future. And even if they are positive, they are so fixated upon the future that now their own mind just starts to create some other possibilities that they don't actually want to happen. And most likely, you have been inside that position as well. Can you really change your future? Yes, you can. Can you really go into the future and change it? No, you cannot. The only thing that you can do is basically start from the present moment. So, start from the present moment, bro. And the best thing to do right now to get presence is to start meditating inside your life. Not only will it increase your presence, not only will you start feeling better overall inside your day. Whenever you get the urges, you will be just, okay, I have a choice right now. I can masturbate or I cannot. Well, long-term masturbation will not benefit me, but short-term it will. But yeah, I prefer the long-term. So I'm not gonna masturbate. You literally have a choice. And if you're present in the moment, you will just say that out loud or inside yourself. And you will just move on. And you will not do anything that can actually do something bad to you in the present moment. Do you realize how powerful this is? And just to drill this point home, it's unimportant, but if you would like to increase your biological age, if you would like to live longer, just go and meditate. Meditation has literal effects on your genome, so it can duplicate more. And the more it duplicates, the longer you live. So right now, if you start meditating today, you can literally increase your lifespan by who knows how much. I'm not talking minutes or seconds. I'm talking days, weeks, if not months, and maybe even years. So go and start meditating from this point onward till the rest of your life. Now, the second thing that allowed me to actually go on and become the person that I'm currently today is getting an aesthetic physique. And if you're curious about how I specifically got to this place, from a loser who used to jack off 30 times a day to a fucking legend who can currently make friends with anyone he likes, approach anyone, and basically he is one of the most confident people he knows, click the first link in the description. And when it comes down to getting an aesthetic physique, that actually serves you as a reminder as to what to exactly do inside your life. What am I talking about? Well, if you just take your shirt off right now in front of the mirror, would you be proud of yourself? Would you honestly feel, damn, I'm in love with myself? Would you honestly say that if you're fat or if you're skinny as fuck? You probably won't not. But let's put you in the shoes of Arnold Schwarzenegger and you actually go on, take your shirt off and you see the six-pack, you see the popping bicep, you see the chest and all of that. Now would you be proud? Not only will you be proud, your confidence will skyrocket and your testosterone will skyrocket and you will basically feel like the alpha male inside your life. It sounds cringe. Oh, alpha male. Whoa, this guy is still talking about alpha males. In reality, though exist and you know who they are. You know who they are because whenever you are in the presence of them, you only feel two things. You either feel extremely good or you even feel a bit intimidated by them. So if you would like to be the second person inside the room who is always intimidated by someone else, fair enough, be a bitch. If you want to be someone who is actually motivated not only quit masturbation but to actually do something in his life, and as a side benefit even attract girls just like that, just go on, bro, and start going to the gym. Build, sculpt your physique. You must, because after short few months, even though it's not a lot of progress, you will still feel proud because now you can literally just imagine, damn, my past self used to sacrifice himself for me. I love myself. And on top of that, you can literally just see the discipline, the word discipline and hard work just written all over your body without any words. So if that sounds cool, start going to the gym and take action. If you just don't take action and just keep on watching this video, you're just wasting your time. Now the third point that allowed me to actually come to the place where I'm currently at is thinking long term. Many people are stuck in the present moment. Many people do the mistake of going out there and thinking, oh, this is good because it makes me feel nice. Eating shit food is actually nice because it feels nice. Smoking cigars, marijuana or something else, just, it's nice, man, so why not? Let's go and do it. Yeah, let's go and do it. But long term, it has some severe health effects and mental damage. Long term, you will literally have no mental health left, and long term, even your physical health will suffer. And most likely you will die like at least 60 years before the original age of when you were supposed to die. So if this sounds like a life that you want to live, a life where you get married and then your own wife runs away from you without even getting divorced because she is so tired of your bullshit, well then go and continue the instant gratification path. Go and jack off. Go and do all this stuff. Go and do them, bro. Go and do them. I encourage you. Go and do them if you want to ruin your life. But if you want to actually change your life, if you want to be a reasonable man, a strong masculine father figure for your future son, just stop thinking short term and start thinking long term. This means you go out there and do activities that will only benefit the future. You will not do stuff that will actually benefit you right now in the present moment, because most likely it will end up just benefiting you right now. Whatever feels good right now will bring you pain later on. And whatever is painful right now will give you pleasure later on. What do I mean? Well, whenever you go to the gym, you are purposefully putting stress and pain upon your own body. But long term, you know that it is worth it, because the next day you may feel a lot of pain. You may feel a bit like shaky. You may feel the muscles a bit hurting you. And even whenever you touch yourself, you feel the pain. But that exact same pain long term will result in a bigger bicep, in a bigger chest, and now people respect you more because of it. So choose the healthy pain. Choose the healthy pain and delay the gratification. Whenever you're about to cut into the cake with your fork spoon, next time you're on a birthday or at home, just pause for a minute, and while you're cutting in, just think about it. Wait, if I eat this crap right now, I will feel worse later on. And you will literally feel worse later on. Not just later on, I'm talking like a week later on. Because now this thing will have a week impact on you. So it will have an entire week of impact on you. You can just pause and say to yourself, wait, this is for my future self. I'm not gonna eat it. If you do that, I'm just proud of you. And on chest, bro, I'm just proud of you. Now let's move on to the fourth step. The fourth trick that actually allowed me to become this person that I am today and quit masturbation was releasing stress. Releasing stress is something very, very important, and most likely you don't even realize that you have stress inside your body. You see, stress isn't only felt in the mind. If it's not processed, it will get stored inside your body and muscles, and most likely you have that thing stored all over your body. You see, I'm gonna give you an example of David Goggins. If you know him, you know him. If not, you can actually go and search him up. He's a legend. So, David Goggins is an ultra marathoner. He has ran a bunch of marathons of 100 miles and even more. I'm talking miles, not kilometers, so even more than kilometers. So this guy has probably ran about 200 kilometers at once, maybe even more. This guy, at about the age of 35, after going through a very, very interesting life, he came to a spot where he referred to as the deathbed, because now he literally felt that he was dying. There was no cure by the doctors. There was nothing that they can actually do, and he was just weak, spending time inside his bed, barely able to move. And then he just randomly remembers about the commander inside the Navy SEALs who just used to yap all the time about stretching, about how important it is and all of that. And he decided to give it a shot, like a real shot. And he started stretching the first day for 2 hours. And then he felt nicer, but it was very, very hard. He could barely do the movements, but he still did them. He went on, continued, fought through it, and he started stretching every single day for 2 hours a day. He did this daily, and within just, I believe, 2 months or 2 weeks, he was already back on the road, able to hit the runs again. So it reversed his entire system. That's what stress can do to you. And most likely you have it stored within you. You have it all in your muscles and you don't even realize it. And one thing to do for you, bro, is a way to help you out. Whenever you feel stressed out, just process it. Don't try to release it. Don't try to, do release it, but don't try to actually go on and just ignore it or just to suppress it. Just experience it, because otherwise it will just get stored inside your muscles. And then you will have problems later on, like David had and I had. So what are the best ways to actually release stress? Well, first of all, let's go with the physical activities. First things first, you can do this very, very interesting exercise, which is called Flow 60. You can just go and type these words up on the YouTube search bar and it will come out. It's a 60-minute video. You don't have to go through it all. You can just go through the first 13 minutes and that's it. Flow 60. Write that down and go and do it. Literally pause the video right now and go and do it. Now that you have done it, you probably experience some type of weirdness all over your body. Maybe you're a bit loose, maybe you feel a bit lighter and all of that. That's because you just released some of the stress. And if you continue doing this every single day, which is basically a shaking exercise where you just let your limbs loose and just shake them off like never before, you will get to a spot in life where you will have no stress anymore, and suddenly you're free to go out there and be confident with people. And now you don't have any stress holding you back that will just remind you, oh man, I feel stressed, I better go and jack off. There will not be stuff like that. And now, the other thing that you can do is yoga. Yoga is pretty self-explanatory. It's a form of stretching which is a bit more extreme than stretching itself. And the third thing that you can actually try is gratitude journaling, specifically about the traumas that you have inside your life. So what am I talking about here? You will grab your friend journal, you will open it on a blank page, and you will literally just write down, I am grateful, and then you will think about some of the activities that most stress you out. In my example, I had this situation inside my life, inside my childhood, where my own mother pushed me away and literally backslapped me because I tried to hug her. And that left me some good childhood trauma. Thankfully, I'm over it now. And the way I was over it was literally by taking the pen and writing it down. I'm grateful that my mother slapped me when I was a child, when I tried to hug her. It may not feel nice. It may not feel nice even writing that thing. You may feel, why should I be grateful for that thing? But as soon as I put the dot, it was like a rock that fell off my heart. And now suddenly I'm able to do stuff that I have never been able to do before. Out of a sudden I'm out there and slowly but surely hugging people again, hugging my family again. I hugged my mother again, even though she slapped me when I was a child. So do this specifically for yourself. Think about the trauma that you have inside your life, and from your heart, honestly and truthfully, just write down how grateful you are for it actually happening to you. As soon as you put the dot, everything just gets easier. And now, brother, the final thing is goal setting. Goal setting is one of the most important stuff that you can do on this journey. Goal setting is the thing that will keep you moving inside your life, that will give you the reason as to why you are trying to quit masturbation, as to why you're trying to do anything, as to why you're trying to reach a certain point in life, as to why you're trying to actually go on and progress, as to why you're even trying to do whatever you're doing in life. Goal setting is the reason why you live. And if you don't have a certain goal, you will just continue following the mediocrity path of everyone. I have a 9-to-5 job, I have 10 children, I don't know what to do with them, I'm just letting them off to school, my wife hates me, my mother hates me, my family hates me, I don't want to stay at home, I don't want to go to my job, so the best thing I can do is go to the store and just drink beer with the boys every single night. And that's how I spend my life. If that is the life that you want to spend, a life of suffering, a life of not happiness, a life of literal torture, a life where you feel like a stranger inside your own home, well then just click off this video and don't actually do goal setting. But if you want to have a good life, that life where you perhaps had an argument with your wife, she got so angry at something or at you, but you know how to calm her down. You hug her, you give her the love that she needs, and sooner or later, within just 10 seconds, you're down on the floor having intimacy right there and then. So if you would like to be in that position where you are the one who is basically responsible and in control for everything inside your life, go on and start goal setting, because it gives you literal control over your life. Now you know where you're going, and now you know what you're striving for. Oh, you want to make $10,000 per month. Fair enough, let's go and get a business. I'm in control. Oh, I want to get up to 10% body fat. Fair enough, let's go to the gym. I'm in control. I want to get this. I'm in control. I want to get that. I'm in control. I hold the leash to my own horse, no one else. So if that's someone who you want to be as well, go and start setting goals for yourself. It can be anything. It can be as big as wanting to fly to space. I literally have that goal. I want to fly in space sooner or later. I want to get $10,000 a month. I want to be financially free. I want to have a good relationship with a woman. And I'm telling you this out loud with confidence because I know for a fact that those are goals of mine. So go and set yourself some goals that you will be proud saying to the world as well. And as soon as you do them, one thing that I am suggesting you to do is write down up to 5, no more than 5, just up to 5 affirmations that you will visualize every single day of your life. So you write these things down, and every single day, perhaps before you go to bed, or as soon as you wake up, or somewhere in the middle of the day, or wherever you feel comfortable, you just close your eyes and start visualizing them out loud. You can even create a vision board for yourself, which is something that looks like this. Just recreate this thing, and every single time you look at it, and you think, oh man, I'm about to masturbate. Really? Nah, I'm not gonna masturbate. Because you see all of these things that you want to accomplish. That's pretty much all I have to say, bro. Again, I don't want to waste much of your time. This video is already way too long, but bro, these are the 5 tips that allowed me to become who I am today, and that will allow you to achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Keep fighting, my friend. And if you are curious as to how I went from a 30 times a day failure to a success currently who can basically achieve anything he wants in life, click the first link in the description to find out more. It's basically a free community that you can join. I have nothing here to sell you, bro, so go and do it. And now, Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.